Hey, what's up, you guys? What's going on? How you doing? How you hanging? I hope all is well. So, you guys, you see the title of this story. Let me tell you, folks is off the chain today. I mean, when you think it can't get any worse, honey, it gets a whole lot worse. Now, you see the title. A Florida man bought marijuana was counterfeit money at Hardee's, and I think Hardee's is like a fast food joint. Then he shot the upset suspected drug dealer, and the drug dealer passed away. So this right here is something crazy. Wow. And this is the guy I believe that did the crime, and this is the restaurant. It was like part of Carl's Jr. And I'm from the East Coast, so of course I know Hardee's was banging. It was banging, and everything else. Because I get tired of saying the other word because everybody else is saying bus and bus and bus, and so I just say it's banging. You know. Anyway, a case of homicide at a Hardee's restaurant ended with a man entering a plea to second degree, exterminating someone in Northwest Florida. Trayvon Dorsey, 21, received a 30-year prison term for his April 25 no contest plea north of Panama City. It came on the day his trial was scheduled to begin. So I don't understand the mindset. Where do you think you can sit up here and trick these people that are street pharmacists? Street pharmacists are very, very smart. They are amazing mathematicians. Lord have mercy. Did you see how hard that was to get out? They can count very, very well because they have to steadily count and make sure things are right. Anyway, prosecutors say Dorsey went with a friend to a Hardee's in Graceville in November of 2020 for a marijuana deal, but Dorsey reportedly tried to buy pot with counterfeit money. So, like I said, these people know they're not stupid. And here are other stories that I could possibly read as well, you guys. All right. So, that led to an argument as the group left the restaurant. Authorities say Dorsey pulled out a weapon and shot suspected drug dealer Shannon Weatherington twice. Weatherington passed away from a gunshot wound to his chest. This is the stuff I'm saying. You guys, you can't do stuff like that. You shouldn't even be doing stuff like that. I wouldn't care. It's not worth it. That's a dangerous game. There are enough movies out here to show you that that type of lifestyle is not a successful lifestyle. Either it's going to have you in the grave or you're going to be going to prison for a very, very long time. It's not worth it. And then if you don't do the right thing, sometimes they will try to come and retaliate against your family. And that's not a good thing. That's not a good position to put your unknowing family in. A lot of people don't think when you're doing stuff like that, and if you are successful at it, you have the next person that they call on the street hungry. They want to eat too. And so because they want to eat too, then the next man is looking to bump you off so that they can be the next big man. You get what I'm saying? So it's like a never ending cycle. There are so many people today because of drugs and trying to be a street pharmacist, they are no longer here with us for the sake of money, and trying to be that next big person. There was a notorious gang. I guess it was. I don't want to say it because BFF or something like that. I don't. I don't know the name of it. So if I said BFF wrong, don't nobody please come for me because I don't know the name. But if you look it up, they had this extravagant rent going, and a lot of stuff happened, and they were mixed in with various groups. So it's not just you out there getting that money by yourself. it's other people that you have to look out for. Now you have to have what they call a security team to make sure that somebody doesn't try to come and harm you. So it's like that's a dangerous game to get into. I wouldn't advise it for anybody that thinks that is cool. I would say go ahead and get you a regular career where it's going to pay you so that you can start your own business and make your own money and do the things that you need to do without worrying about looking over your back. That's just the only advice I can give you, because that's a dangerous, you know, type of activity to get involved in, and like this gentleman, you going out to, deliver your product, and here this person already has an evil plot and an evil plan already together, and so you trying to give me some fake money, and it's not just the person that you're giving the fake money to, he has to answer to other people as well. So I'm sure there's a tier in everything that you do. I'm just talking. I don't know everything and I'm not spreading misinformation, but I'm sure I'm pretty close to it. There are enough movies out here that tell you that the man that's bringing it to you has to answer to the man, and the man that answers to the man, to the man, to the man, to the man. So it's like a never ending cycle until you get to that one person. And if you slip up by a little bit, then you'll be passing away soon. You know what I'm saying? They'll send someone to help you and usher you on, you know, to La La Land. So um then he had a nerve to argue with the guy because the guy knew that the money wasn't real, and then you get upset, and then you pull out a weapon, and you end up fatally harming this gentleman. You were in the wrong all the way. You were in the wrong. Yeah, you took a plea deal, but still, you serving that time is not going to bring that person's loved one back. That's what I'm saying. People, you have to do something different. You can't still be out here doing that years later, because it's going to end up something tragic happening, and these are the consequences of you trying to be what they call a street pharmacist. Okay, whatever the circumstance, verbal dispute cannot be settled by gunfire and excessive force, where it came down to the person passing away. So I'm have to choose my words the way I need to say it. Jackson County Chief Prosecutor Shala Jeffcoat said. So that's true. It shouldn't be you arguing with somebody and somebody pulls out a weapon and you know exterminate you. That's not cool. I hate that we can't use those words because it sounds so stupid using these other words, unalive and all this stuff. It sounds so dumb because the real truth is the word is that word, death. You're dead, you're gone. So why do you want to soften the word because a few sensitive people? It's the truth. And I think that we need to go back to using our original wording because it sounds really dumb, unalive. That sounds so stupid. Um, Let me see. WMBB TV reported Dorsey, a native of nearby Dothan, Alabama, outran the law for almost a year before he was captured. Woo! Wow. Yeah, that's a long time to be on the run, and for the family to not know where your whereabouts are, or if you're gonna like retaliate against the family, that's got to be really really hard, you know. A statement from Florida State Attorney Larry Bassford noted Dorsey also paid for a haircut with counterfeit bills before heading to the restaurant. Under Florida law, Dorsey will not be eligible for parole for 25 years. I don't think that Dorsey should ever be eligible for parole, especially knowingly. This was premeditated to me because you knew that you was going to be using counterfeit money. You knew that you was going to you bought a weapon with you. So I don't understand why they are so lenient on these criminals, and this is why the crime rate is so high is because people are getting a slap on the wrist. And I said it in my previous video. You get a person that has done something and you give them a ticket to come back, and you trust them. And if they're not a Native American citizen where they can't just up and flee and go to another country, and they have family there, because you have a lot of people that committed the most heinous crimes and they ran right back to their original country, and they stayed there for many years, not looking over their shoulders, not looking behind their back. They weren't doing it because they was in their comfort zone. Meanwhile, the person that was terminally harmed, it just didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense to me how you allow these people just to do, the stuff that they want to do. You just, okay, you did this to a woman. Oh, okay, you can go ahead and you can go ahead and get a ticket and come back later. You can come back later. And I think it's dumb. I think that these people need to definitely be more harsher than what they are with these people. It's absolutely ridiculous the way these people are getting away with stuff. It's absolutely unheard of, and I don't get into politics, but it was said prior to this administration what was going to take place, and it's taking place. I don't care who was in charge. It was spoken, and it actually is happening now. People are being robbed at an all-time high. People are being harmed. People are being, like, just all kinds of crimes are happening, and it needs to stop. And these people that are in office, we need to get out and we need to start making them change these laws. We don't need to go walk up and down the street, hands up, I'm free and all that. No, we need to get into these places and find out, how do we put laws on the ballot? How do we vote these laws in on the ballot? Like, if your governor or what your district attorney is not doing this job, what do I do? How many signatures do I need? Get all those signatures verified. Even if you have to go to a notary, that might be the best day ever for a notary. But get all those signatures and take every person to a notary so that notary can log in their books saying that these are factual, because a lot of times these people will say, oh, it's not true, this is not right, and people will go for whatever that person says because they don't want to get out of office. Go to a notary with all the people and pay that little $10 to get that stamped in the book. A good notary, somebody that's not going to play. And then once you get all that information notarized, there's no way possible that the politician could say, oh, it's fake. No, this person did what they were supposed to do. They did it the right way. They had all the information. They had all the IDs. They saw the persons in front of them. Nobody faked anything. So there's a camera there that show each and every person that's doing it and getting it notarized. So there's no way to look around it. So these are the things that need to be done, because when these people don't want to get out of office, they will lie. They will tell you anything. And that's why I don't understand. For years, we sat there and watched people lie to us on a continual basis. And we're still today allowing people to lie to us, and we're doing absolutely nothing about it. But a lot of people that don't want to vote and things like that, they want to complain, oh, this, that, and the other, but you didn't get out of, I don't believe in voting. Okay, so then you don't have anything to complain about. If you don't like it, then get out and vote, get out and do something about it to change it, And this is all about all these criminals. It's just mind-blowing how these criminals are able to run amok. Out here in California, I think they said a row of, and I might be exaggerating, but at least 14 businesses in a row got robbed and broken into in one night, and nothing has been done. And that I don't understand. All these business owners, there's a black lady that had a hair supply store, beauty supply, the black owned, and they broke in and they stole a lot of her stuff. So now she's closing down. Those people are now going to have to suffer, for her closing down. But as usual, they're going to put a foreigner in her place, not to promote hate or anything like that. That's probably why it has been done, because she was successful, and they're going to end up getting a mom and pop, little like when it comes to hair places. Everybody know that the Asians are opening up all kinds of stores, so it's not a hate thing. It's not to provoke anybody to be angry. So I'm thinking this is probably why they kept robbing her stores, to close her down so that they can open them up. It's all kinds of stuff that takes place. They send people out to terrorize the neighborhood, so that the value of the neighborhood will go down, so that when people leave, they can go ahead and get it, and then they'll start selling houses and apartments and property at a much higher rate. We know how it goes. But with that being said, you guys, that's enough of me trying to talk about what I think it is. I don't know the facts on everything. So you guys, like I said, be careful. Just be careful, you guys, because all this ties into criminal activity, is what I was talking about. But with that being said, you guys, don't forget to hit that like button, that post notification bell. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And for those of you that are new to the channel, welcome, and thank you so very much. You are very much so appreciated. And those that are returning, thank you, my buddies, my friends. And I want to say to you guys, stay positive. Why? Because you're all beautiful no matter what, you guys. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Later.